Okay, it's day number 2 of hunting here in Maine for me. This is the second Saturday of rifle season. Had to just hunt Saturdays here the first couple weeks. Got to work sometime, and then I have 2 weeks vacation at the end of the month, Thanksgiving week and first week of muzzleloader. I'm gonna go in, still hunt around a little bit more where we got that picture of that nice buck on the cam. I moved the cam to a different spot in there, and gonna check see if we got any photos on that, just for funsies. And then I found 2 scrapes and 1 rub in there last time. All on one trail that skirts between the swale and the softwood ridge. It starts to transition up into the hardwoods. Gonna ride a few more, not ride, but walk a few more trails around in there, see if we can pick up some more sign, gather some more intel for the later in the season, see if there's, I know there's at least 3 does, well, does and lambs hanging around in there, so that'll be good attractant for the bucks. Move around in there, see if there's some more doe sign, and maybe even catch up with that buck today. Just gonna kind of still hunt around, maybe do a little calling, take in more of the terrain in the area, and it's gonna be high 50s, low 60s here for the next week or better. So today's gonna be fairly warm, the next week's gonna be fairly warm, but hopefully might find something moving around, and hopefully once vacation time comes we get some snow. So I'll keep you posted throughout the day. Okay, I picked up the camera, had a few false pictures, and 1 doe, maybe 2 does. Couldn't tell for sure. It was 3 pictures, but looked like it was 2 different does that passed by. I've been passing along this upper trail that goes along this swale. I'm not seeing as much sign up in elevation as I did down right next to the swale as far as buck sign. Still quite a few doe tracks up here, but I'm not picking up the rubs and scrapes. Just above me I got this hemlock ridge, which looks pretty decent, but walking in the trail, the wind was right in my face, which was perfect. But once I get to the end of it, I was planning on skirting back along that ridge, but the wind's not going to be in my favor. So on this side, over this one little knob here, it drops right down into that swale. So I'm going to go all the way down this road, pop over that down the edge of the swale, and set up a couple little calling stations along there. So that's the plan so far. Keep learning, and 2 points will connect after a while, I suppose. Still been sneaking along these trails. I came to a edge of an old cut here. I'm kind of wafting a little bit now. You can see some of the old logging roads here. We only get, I think this is 2 years old. So pretty good bunch of feed coming up down over this next gully, over this way down in here. It's a lot of nice hardwood shoots down in that raspberry bushes. So now I've turned 90 degrees. Now I'm headed down over the edge of this knob, downhill, down into this dark green here. See it too much more. Still got a little bit of hardwood to go, but it's going to go right into a nice little open hemlock once I bust through that wall right there. I did come across my first scrape right here since I've been up on this upper side, and I just started to sneak down inside. Got a licking branch up there. So at least we're picking up some sign. I'm going to mark this out and head down in here. Keep your in touch. spot for a little over a half hour. Kind of in the transition of the hardwoods to the softwoods down along that swale that I've been working around all day. Kind of set up here, I could see pretty good. See the opening down there where the swale is. Pretty open all the way down through here. Right down below this is where that old Twitch Road starts that I walked the other day. That had the rubs and scrapes on it. I thought about 5 or 10 minutes into calling that I heard a low grunt off to my left and some thick greenery. I weren't real sure if it was a grunt or if it was a weird tree creek or what, but I've called here for over another. Well, I haven't called much, I just called now and then trying to keep, if it was about keep him curious, and I went silent. And the wind kept blowing and I didn't really hear it reproduce as far as a tree creek or anything like that. But I haven't heard anything else, and there's a ton of dry leaves in here. I haven't heard any crunches, anything like that besides the squirrels and the birds around, so probably just my imagination. I think I hear all kinds of things and then they turn out to be something else. But the wind is just swirling in here. It hits me in the back of the head, it hits me in the face, it hits me in both ears, so I think even if one was here, it would be difficult to get him into sight range without him winding me, because the wind's going swirling around here between this this knob and this ridge behind me. So I think I'm going to sneak along some more, try to get some more information, a little more sign, and see what else we can find. Thickness goes. I'm only probably 100 yards from where I was sitting earlier making the call, so I thought it was going down. Enough to get the old hands going anyways. Yep, so, well, that was fun anyways. I'm gonna keep easing along here and see what else we can find. I tried to take some footage of it, but it was just so thick. And the old hands were shaking a little bit. That's alright. If you're not getting excited, why bother to come out? Alright. me a little closer. I think I might have kicked that moose up out of his bed, or at least I found one of his beds. See where he kicked the leaves away there when he was trying to get himself to his feet. And it is right here. The old leaves are all packed down. Spun some leaves up there. That'd be just about the line. Up over the ridge here. I saw him up in there about as right at the top of that knob. So he probably kicked up, went up through there, or snuck up through there when I was down there calling. He was probably wondering what in the world was going on. Thought I had a buck in here with a crone or something, the way I sounded. So we're gonna keep easing along the swale there. You can kind of see the swales just the other side of that strip of greenery. And I think what I'm going to do when I get to the end of this swale, I'm going to just take a hard 90 to the left, go up halfway up that ridge that we walked the base of coming in. Even though the wind's not going to be in my favor, it'll still get me out closer to the car. I'm going to try to be out by 1 or 2 o'clock so my wife can sit in the tower over the food plot. Just got her a new Muddy Girl 6.5 Creedmoor. Got that sighted in first thing this morning before I went out for her. So I'll take over the kids and let her do a little setting over that. And it's been a good day overall anyways. Been enjoyable. Well, I just jumped that same moose again. I had circled up around, gone 90 degrees to the left like I said. Started back across the ridge. He must be thinking, why won't this guy bother me? It's hot out. Just stop. But I did come up on a nice little, it wasn't nice, it was just a small paw in there. Probably twice as big as a basketball. Looked like it was fairly recent. And right where it transitioned out into a new cut, it's pretty much a clay cut. There's just a few spindly trees left out there. You can see across it pretty good. And I come across this little whip here that got pounded a little bit, taking out a little aggression. So keep moving on, see what else we see today. Alright, I made it up on this hemlock knoll. It's a good little elevation change there. Nice and steep, goes right down into that hardwood cut. Glad to get a few of these hills in the way before the snow comes. A little bit out of shape, but as long as you know there's a buck ahead of you on the snow, forget all about that. But this is a nice little spot, you can see good down through here. Now it's going to transition right into hardwoods again above it. I'm going to work this transition here between the mature hemlocks in the upper hardwood cut. If I follow that transition right out through, that'll bring me right back out to near where I parked the car. So that's what we're going to do, see what's up here in the higher elevation. Mostly been cruising only the autumn here, so we'll see what's up high. Not enjoyable hunting up top there. There was about, seemed like a foot of dry leaves with about 2 inches of crisscross dry sticks hidden underneath them, and all dry and a popcorn fat. I couldn't have snuck up on my grandmother up there without a hearing aids, for crying out loud. So I shot back down to the trail that I went in on and shot out, so I give my wife a chance to do a little hunting this evening. We'll see you next time.